Hello, this is Deborah Yao with Black Education TV. Going to be reading a story to you coming out of Atlanta. It's on the Atlanta Voice website. In the city of South Fulton's justice system, black women hold all of the reins. Okay, now this is wonderful news. Wonderful, wonderful news. Okay, it says, as America waits to see if Georgia will make history by electing the first African American woman governor in the country this November, African American women in one of Georgia's newest cities are already making U.S. history. Only a year after the creation of the city of South Fulton, Georgia's fifth largest city is breaking American barriers. Okay. In January 2018, the city's municipal court began operating, and in March 2018, the city's police services officially began. The city is the first city in American history where every criminal justice department head is an African American woman. Chief of Police Sheila Rogers is a career law enforcement professional with more than 26 years' experience. Rogers is the city's first police chief and one of a few women police chiefs around the country. Chief Judge Tiffany Carter Sellers is a University of Georgia Law School graduate and the city's first chief judge. Sellers were selected through a panel of experienced judges from the surrounding community. Judge Sellers hired and appointed the court administrator Lakeisha Cofield and the city's first chief court clerk Ramona Howard. Also appointed to represent the two equally important components of any criminal justice system were two attorneys, City Solicitor LaDon L.B.J. Jones, who prosecutes the cases, and City Public Defender Vivica Fainber Powell, who defends those accused of crimes. Okay, together these African American women make up all the portions of the criminal justice systems in the new city. No other time in American history has black women been appointed to the top position in every department in an entire city's criminal justice system. These women have made history, family. They've made history. Okay, no other time in American history have women made up all of city's first set of criminal justice leadership. This amazing first was not planned. However, it is a testament of the reason the city was founded in the first place. Self-reliance and local control that properly represents the community in which they serve. Wow. I'm loving this, family. I'm loving this. I read this story a few days ago, but I didn't get a chance to expound on it. I saw Willie D covered this story, and I wanted to get around to it, but I'm just now doing it. So those of my listening audience, if you're not a subscriber of Willie D's, you're going to be hearing it here. Okay. Our goal is to ensure justice for everyone, Sellers said. However, as African American women, we are sensitive to the history of criminal justice in our country. We want to be an example of how to do things right. Woo! Sorry, family. I had to go there because I like the fact that they are challenging the status quo of how things are going wrong. And they want to be an example of how to do things right. They want to be an example of how to do things right. Okay, I'm going to read a little bit more of the article. Then I'm going to give my commentary and leave the link so you can finish reading the rest because it is kind of long. But under Sellers' leadership, the demographics of the court are not the only progressive attributes. Incorporated in the foundation of the city of South Fulton's municipal court policies are details not found in other systems that have existed for years, including guaranteed access to an attorney, a robust diversion program that is infused into the court process, and overall respect for victims and the accused alike. Okay, already I'm loving this. I'm loving the tone. I'm loving what their goal and their vision is. And I hope and pray that they will uphold and stand strong in what they are attempting to do here. Now, I know a lot of sisters around the country will stand in full support of them. I know a lot of brothers aren't going to like this and won't stand in support of them, but this is not about them today. This is about these sisters. And I just want to say thanks to the Most High, because so far their goal, with what I heard them say, they want to be a good example nationwide of how things should be done, and they are not turning a deaf ear and a blind eye to how our people have been treated in the criminal justice system. They want to be an example of doing things right, and I hope that our people who live in that city will not give these women any trouble. And just say, for instance, I'll throw out an example. I hope men or women, even young people, teenagers, I hope that you're not going to do things and expect that these women are going to just let you walk free because you're black. Because they are there to lift up a standard. They are not there to let you walk free for committing crime. So don't get it twisted. Sometimes our people get things messed up in their heads. All black justice system. Oh, we can do whatever we want. No, these sisters want to do things right. So if you commit a crime, you don't expect a bullet in your behind before they investigate the crime. Okay? They're basically saying you're not going to get tased for nothing. You're not going to get shot down just for being black. But they're not saying that you're going to walk just because you're black. If you commit a crime, you're going to do the time. That's what it sounds like these sisters are saying to me. They're saying that they're going to be fair, that you're not going to get your skull crushed open just for being black. So don't take advantage of the situation. Don't take advantage of these sisters and their authority. Don't cause them to do something that you will later on say, see, you're no different than the rest of them. All because your behind is behind bars for committing a crime. I had to go here, family, because I know how our people think and how we operate. We like to take advantage of each other and use each other and think that just because you're black, you're supposed to do ABC. It kind of reminds me of, it's a story we shared some time ago on my husband's channel, on our broadcast channel, where when we lived in Michigan, we had black garbage truck drivers. Okay, now, you got a job, man. Okay, they're paying you. I don't know how much they pay you, but you have a job and you're being paid a check. And so we had things on the front, they have special pickup days. So on special pickup day, you put those bulk items out in the front. And so black guy, garbage truck driver, or one of the riders or drivers or whatever, he sees that we have some bulk items for pickup on pickup day, an established pickup day. And he asked my husband for some money. He said, well, I'm picking up all this stuff. You can at least give me some money. And so my husband's like, well, dude, I ain't got no money, And so the guy gets upset and angry and starts picking up the stuff, slinging it all hard. He said, oh, you living out here? I thought you would understand. And so he's getting all angry and ticked off and throwing the trash all hard. And then he throws our trash cans down like a maniac, thinking because we lived where we lived at the time that we were supposed to just give him some extra money for doing a job that he's being paid for. That's why I'm saying this about this particular situation, because this same black man that treated us this way, our neighbor across the street, which was a white guy, and most of the people on the block were white, and there were maybe 5 or 6 blacks on the block. This is a long country block out in Belleville, Michigan. For those of you who are familiar with the area, black people are out there, but it's majority white, okay? And so this same black guy would not have treated the guy across the street like that. He wouldn't, first of all, wouldn't have asked him for any money for doing his job. Second of all, he wouldn't have dared to throw his trash cans and just be so rude and talking at him like that. But that's how we are to one another. We treat each other like trash, and we treat Massa like he's our king. And so I'm hoping that these women will get the respect for the jobs that they hold down in Fulton County, Georgia, and that our own people will not end up being the demise of their positions, or not causing these women to go places that they don't want to go. They are there to keep order. They're not there to let you walk for crimes. So let's respect one another. Let's treat each other better. You see, it's really sad that I even have to address this in this way. I wanted to share this wonderful news, but I wanted to go on the opposite side of that too, of how our people are. how you'll see a black person with a restaurant, you'll go in there and expect free food. I remember one comedian said, he said, "You're not supporting me if you're asking me for free tickets." He's like, all of my friends asking me if they can have free tickets to my show. He's like, how's that supporting me? He said, I'm supporting you. He said, if you're supporting me, you'll pay for the ticket like everyone else. You see how our people think? Here this man is trying to make it. He's trying to be a comedian. He has a show and he's putting on, and everybody wants free tickets. What's the point? But you know how we are, though? We'll carry our bus to all these theme parks. We'll go to movie theaters. We'll go to all kinds of places. Go to other restaurants, Applebee's and Red Lobster and all of these places. And we don't ask for anything free. But you step up in a black business or a black establishment or anything that's ran by black, you expect miracles. You expect everything free. You expect them to look the other way when you commit a crime. That's why we cannot rise above as a people, because of how we treat each other. Because of how we treat each other. Hats off to the women down in Fulton County, Georgia. Hats off to you. I hope and pray that you will keep it tight and keep it right, that you will do well in your jobs and that you will succeed, and that things will go well in your position, in your city, and that you will keep crime at a minimal, and that you will handle your business. Hats off to my sisters. Shalom, family.